State officials, convicted felon John Omard managed to con the state's Department of Education to cover up his rap sheet, and you'll be surprised to find out just how easy it was for him to do it. That John Omard tried to hide his face when he walked out of court actually told a lot more about him than you might have thought at the time. Turns out it wasn't the first thing the middle school principal has tried to hide.
We have people slipping through the system because of people in high places that don't do their job.
For parents like Carmen Mayo, Wednesday's news was bad enough. The 44-year-old principal at J.W. Dodd accused of sex with a teenager he'd met online. But today's news is even worse. State records revealing Omard never should have gotten the job here in the first place. After all, he's a convicted felon, but officials say he falsified fingerprints to pass a background check, and for nearly 10 years, they didn't figure it out.
That was supposed to investigate him before they put him in office, especially over children. What that say about them? They made a mistake.
When Omard was hired in 2003, state fingerprint checks were completed with old-fashioned ink and paper like this. And because you were able to print yourself without a witness, officials say Omard got a friend with a clean rap sheet to do it for him. So despite a misdemeanor conviction for petty larceny and a felony rap for grand larceny, they say he faked his form and scored a six-figure principal's job. In short, wrote a state spokesman, Mr. Omard submitted a false set of prints when he applied for his current job. Most fingerprinting is now done digitally, so this is not likely to reoccur.
I hate stuff like this.
But not so, says State Senator John Flanagan. As chair of the Education Committee, he has direct oversight in matters like this and says only 3/4 of new background checks are done electronically. The rest still use archaic technology. This principle proved was so easy to beat.
Is there a problem? Absolutely. But if you go back and you look at 10,000 cases and you catch 50 people who lied, then we're in a better spot.
And he wants state regulators to complete that audit and also change policy moving forward. And if they don't, he promises legislation to force them to. And as for the principal, it should note this is the first time, despite his rap sheet, that he's ever even been accused of a sex crime, and he has pleaded not guilty. We're live in Freeport, Nassau County. Josh Einiger, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Thank you.